Hello everybody, this is Jytte. Um, I, you know, I think that one of the ways that you know that the Lord's telling you something is that when you hear it and you're like, I don't want to do this. Oh my goodness. So, after he told me this, I was just sitting here contemplating, and I looked up at this picture. And this is a picture of my sisters. I had another sister, but she died in a car accident when she was 21. But he just revealed this to me. I never noticed this before. See this picture? And do you see the way that all of my other sisters are facing towards my father? And do you see the way that I'm facing away from him? And his hand is around my waist, and my hands are protective of myself? I'm just going to say we had kind of a sick relationship. And when I was in the bathroom just now, the Lord reminded me of something when I was young. I had such self-hatred. I used to go in the bathroom and I would take my nails, just scratch my face as hard as I could. And because I just hated myself. And I don't know why the Lord wants me to tell you that. But he reminded me of when he came in a dream to me one time. And he sat across the table. And he showed me a scar on his chest, over his heart. And it was where he was just wounded over and over and over again. And I don't really understand why he showed me that. But I understand now that he wants me to show you my scars. Because, it says in the word that we learn obedience to our suffering. So I'm just going to tell you the last 2 times I disobeyed the Lord and the suffering that it caused me. In 2011, I left my husband the Lord told me that I could be together apart for a year, or apart for a year. And I left. I went to stay with my sister. And after a year, I prayed about coming back and just getting my stuff because I really didn't want to come back here. And while I was praying, I had a vision of myself laying on the floor here, like drawn out like a chalk drawing in a puddle of blood. And so I'm like, oh no. But that's exactly what happened. 16 months after I left, and I was only supposed to leave for a year, I fell at my sister's house. And and in the vision, it was when my kids got back from Norway that they would find me in a puddle of blood on the floor. So anyway, so this is exactly what happened. I was at my sister's, and I fell in the morning, and I'm going to show you my scar here. See this scar right here? Anyway, I fell and I hit my nose really hard, and it was like gushing blood so hard. I was telling my sister, what if I die? Because it was like, I was just pouring blood like a faucet out of my nose. And my arm was twisted behind me because I broke it. I mean, I completely broke it. Like both bones in 4 places. And when I lifted up my arm was in 2 pieces. And so that's one thing that happened. But the thing is, pain medicine doesn't really work for me. I had my wisdom teeth pulled. They gave me like 5 shots of Novocaine and none of them worked. When I took pain medicine for this elbow, it gave me morphine. It didn't work. The only thing that worked is, and this sounds silly, but Sister Angelica, a Catholic nun, came on TV. And for the half an hour of her program, my arm didn't hurt. But beside that, it really hurt, and the pain medicine wasn't working. And when I tried to take the pain medicine, it was shutting down my kidneys, so I couldn't take it. Okay, then in 2000, I think it was 2017, the Lord told me not to go to California to watch my son's graduation. And I told the Lord, I said, well, I didn't want to go. And I told my husband, I said, look, the Lord wants me to stay home and pray for 2 weeks and not go to California. You know, but then he threatened me. He said, well, if you don't go to California, then I'll divorce you, blah, 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 just all these threats. And so I gave in and I went. And I said, Lord, I'm so sorry. Just, if, and this sounds so terrible, but I'm like, if this, you know, I just said, just punch me in the face because I know that I'm not supposed to go. And when I was in California, I don't know if you can see, I have a scar here because I fell and my tooth went through my lip. And I went to the emergency room. Also, this happened to my leg. See this? This is my leg after I fell. But I also had 2, the doctor said, well, I probably won't have to put stitches in your lip because I'd have to stick my little finger through it in order to have to put stitches. And then he goes, yeah, you need stitches. So anyway, I don't know why the Lord wanted me to tell you that, but he told me that my glory is in your shame. So I guess I can't refuse to share my shame with you then. All right. Anyway, hope this blesses somebody out there. I don't hate myself anymore. But it took me a long time to realize God's love for me because I just never felt it. Probably sincerely until this year. So. Okay.